All right, so the start of the next drive here, we're looking at Niners backed up a little bit, and the short story is they're just running zone on the weak side now. Um, this I actually had someone comment on the other day is that weak zone is an issue for a lot of teams, especially if you're going to play a too high look, just to get hats into the boundary, right? You're going to have this 3-on-3, which is pretty advantageous for the offense. You'd rather play a 3-on-3 than 4-on-4, right? If you played to this side 4-on-4, that's just more blocks that you have to make, more traffic. This weak zone stuff is really, I think, I don't have a statistic to back this up, but I would venture to say that weak zone, and whether you want to call this wide zone, mid zone, outside zone, we'll get to that in a second. Weak zone might be the most called run play, running away from the three receiver side right here. It's tight end wing with the receiver split out there. Might be the most called play because you have the simplest blocking system here. This 3-on-3 and the backside cutoff being easy right now is something that teams can really handle. Now look at the angles here. You've got the front side too working here to there, right? Because there's no extra player off the edge here. There's no safety rolled down or anything. There's nothing for him to out to. So watch, when he comes down, it's just these two looking for these two, which is easy, right? And because the end steps inside and he picks him up, Trent Williams is able to escape and just look for pursuit coming late from the linebacker, right? And even though the linebacker steps up, there's traffic in the way. That's difficult for them to get into. On the middle here, you can see the center is initially going to deal with the nose tackle, but because the nose tackle goes away, the guard's able to overtake that, and he's actually waiting for 32 to come all the way from the backside, right? I mean, this is an issue, for a lot of teams. Now, what's different about this is that even though it's zoned this way, we don't see defensive linemen chasing their gap because we had an exchange of some sort going on. They had a defensive front. We can see these guys slanting in, right? I mean, that's not hard to see. And we get a spill read for the back, right? If the back's reading, let's just call this wide zone. I know we're starting to get to that. So if we're reading wide zone, he should be aiming one by one, off the real or imaginary tight end, and he's trying to get downhill, and we should be seeing offensive linemen looking to overtake the front side shoulder of their respective gap defender, which is what we're getting. We're not getting super flat angles just because we're running it into the short side here. We'll still call this wide zone. Mid zone would have been aiming at the inside leg of the tackle, so we're going to call this wide zone. You can see his aim. He gets an inside move here. The tackle is outside on the end, which means he is getting a bounce read. He is supposed to take it outside. Receiver, I believe Ayuk, is end up cracking down the corner. So it's just the running back one-on-one with the safety, right? So that's that weak side zone. Whether you want to run it as mid zone or wide zone, both things are very effective, and it's definitely another component. If you're going to be a zone team, you can't always run it to the tight end. I know I myself, as a play caller, have been guilty of that. It's just getting so dug into that run to the tight end, run to strength, run to numbers, that sometimes running to shorter numbers is definitely your better option. And here you see that from the Niners.